Okay, here we are, NBT Railroad, Nothing But Track, 2021. We got a couple of trains running right now. Just an overview of the freight yard. And you can see there's a lot of lights now. All the bridges are all lit up. And now we can take a better look to get a closer look at some of the changes. There's been quite a few changes over the last few years, and we'll take a walk around and see another punny sign, how much progress I've made during the pandemic. Here we go. Well, quite a few more people have joined the CSI scene over here. We have roughly 110 people looking on, and we have a lot more lights. 3 of my favorite stores on Main Street in the village of Lower Whimsy. We have the hotel, of course, is lit up. There's a clothing store across the way here that has some interior lighting and people. And we also have another store over here, an apartment building. Some guy has a nice sports car in his garage, but there's no garage door, so the car just sits there. Yeah, but it looks nice anyway. And we look out over the engine yard, and all these billboards are from magazine ads from the 50s. Well, not that one, but these are from the 40s and 50s. And we have an extra line of cars on the ramp here. There's no more room for them in the yard, so I put them on the ramp. The TARDIS just arrived a couple of years ago, and refinery now has over 100 lights here, and keeps bright during the day and night. The sun sets very quickly here in Pennsylvania, and the sun rises just about as fast. And we're moving over to the small depot. And then my favorite part, we come to the famous creek. And we have the old water skier being pulled by a canoe trick. Only thing new here are the palm trees. There are a lot of palm trees in Pennsylvania. You just don't see them very often, though. There are some Roman ruins here in Pennsylvania. We've had some trouble with teenagers doing graffiti. That's why you see a stormtrooper in the background keeping watch over the area. They had graffiti all over it. They had a Mo, a Mas, and a Mott. Everybody knows that's wrong. It's a Mo, a Larry, a Curly. On this ramp, I have my post-war boxcar collection. I have just about all of them. I'm missing one, and I'm sure those of you who are Lionel collectors, you will notice which one is missing when we come to it. You won't see it, and you'll know that's the one I don't have. And I put them all in order to make it easy for you. And we're coming down to the end now. And that's it. So I'm missing one. Pest control. A Mosquito's been here for quite a while. Small Business Association. And here we have the staging yards. Most of the rolling stock is New Haven. Here we are at the village of Upper Whimsy. As you can see, we have pie for everyone. I'll let that sink in. And we have the obligatory dog and a fire hydrant. And since this is Oxford Street, everybody's driving on the left-hand side because we have a Rolls Royce, an MG, a Mini, and a couple of buses here, so they're more comfortable driving on the left-hand side. And over here we have the roadkill. behind a 57 Chevy. And we have the town hall right here. Next to the town hall is the nutritional center, followed by the library, and we have the ballet. Again, we have little action over here on the steps of the ballet. And you can see the business in the background here, the import-export business. There's a lot of office inventory down on the bottom floors, and the offices are on the top floor. And they're working late. I built this facade so that when the video camera car came around, we wouldn't see bare walls, but see some scenery. And in some cases, it looks almost 3D. Let's go back the other way now. Here we have a tribute to Diana Ross in the village of Upper Whimsy. And here's a view of the main street. The traffic lights are on a 21-second cycle. And here we have an MG under repair. It would be more realistic if it was a V12 Jaguar. They're always in the shop. We're going to look at the engine yard now. Here's the admin building and a couple of maintenance buildings. And the engine yard is a switchback design. There are 18 separate tracks, so I can have all the engines ready to be deployed. Since I grew up in Connecticut, we have an abundance of EP5s. There's 5 here, and there's 4 more out and about running on the layout. We are at the control center. We have 4 cameras here, and we have a 5th one over the crossover track. That's where I have some derailments every now and then. Now we have a passenger train coming. There's a cattle train around. Oh, gee, what a noise. Oh, it's just... I think we now have 5 trains going at once. So it's going to get kind of noisy here. Oh boy. It takes Samuels a little bit of time to calm down. There you go. Easy, big fella. Easy, big fella. Here's a bird's eye view of the NBT Railroad. This is the sound we all grew up with back in the 50s. The E-unit buzz brings back memories of the old days where you didn't need a sound system. This engine's 1948, makes it 73 years old. And if you can still ring your bell at 73, you're doing pretty good. That's all from the Nothing But Track Railroad for 2021. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you.